Hello everyone, and welcome back to the workshop for my first workshop live stream. So today I'm going to be building up this wheel. I'm just setting up a few things, so we should be getting started soon. I'm just getting the stream up on my iPad, so I can see if anyone joins or if anyone posts any messages when I do this, and so I can see whether or not the camera is focused on the right bit. Okay, so I just need to get a couple more things. Right. How do you do this? Share. So I'm doing this on my I'm using my phone for streaming. And oh dear. Hopefully that's worked. So, right. Okay, so hopefully, see, we'll just start in, give me a couple of minutes and then we'll get cracking. Right, I'm on there now. So, right. So, thank you for joining me. In case you haven't seen the channel before, my name is Rich. I am a amateur bike restorer slash mechanic in Sheffield in the United Kingdom. So wherever you are in the world this fine Sunday evening, or Monday morning, depending where you are, hello and welcome. Right. So, so in this live stream, I'm going to be building a 40-spoke wheel that came off my 1950 Raleigh Dawn Tourist. In previous videos I've done on the channel, I've renovated the Dynohub, the Sturmey Archer 3-speed Dynohub. So that's all ready to go, and the previous wheel rim, the reason I'm rebuilding these wheels in the first place, the previous rims were like very trashed. You can see this one looks like it's been run over with something. It was very buckled, and there was a corresponding bend on the frame as well of the bike, so I had to fix that. But yeah, this rim is unusable. I've also got to rebuild the front wheel. There we go. Right, because the front wheel, the rim, it's not buckled, but it's in a very, very poor state, especially inside the rim, where it is just rust and not usable at all. Not in a nice way anyway. So that's still awaiting being stripped down, and that will happen possibly in a future stream, if people find this interesting. Then yeah, I'll do another one. Right, so for building up this 40-spoke wheel, I have with me the original Raleigh instructions for wheel building. I found these online, printed it off, so I think someone has kindly scanned this all in, and it just goes through the whole process of doing it. So I'm trying to be as authentic as I can in following Raleigh's own manual. So this will be hopefully informative for anyone else doing this. I will put a link in the description of the stream once this is over to the instructions, so that anyone else can find those. So we have a rim, we have a hub, and we have some brand new spokes and nipples for the spokes, and a pack of washers to go inside the rim. These are Westwood rims. So these are for just rim brakes. Sorry, not rim brakes, rod brakes. So yeah, so you just have a track on the inside of the rim for rod brakes. So you can't use rim brakes with these, and so you have to use these washers inside the rim to basically form to the shape of this groove that runs around the inside. So this is actually my first proper attempt at wheel building. So if you're a beginner, if you've never done this before, I'm in the same boat, and no doubt I will make a few mistakes as we go along. But hopefully it will be informative and maybe slightly entertaining. Who knows? But yes, if you do find this kind of thing entertaining, please do give it a like, because otherwise I won't know whether or not anyone enjoyed this. And also, when you like stuff on YouTube and things, it lets other people who follow similar interests know that this is out there. So yes, help spread the word. I'm just getting some nitrile gloves on, just so I can keep not only my hands reasonably clean, but also keep the components reasonably clean. Yeah, so this will only be, I'll only be doing this for about an hour. Hopefully we'll finish lacing the wheel by the end of the stream, and then I'll cover truing up the wheel and making sure it's all dished correctly, possibly next Sunday. Yes, as I say, I've got two wheels to do, so there's plenty of scope. Right, so I'll just get these to one side. So let's have a look at instructions. So, Raleigh wheel building instructions. Right, I know what the spoke length is. These are 180, 280 length, 280mm length spokes, like both sides. This is going to be done in a 4-cross pattern, and using the spoke calculator on the Sheldon Brown website. Again, I will try to put a link in the description. But on the sheldonbrown.com website, there's a spoke length calculator, and it just so happens that for a 4-cross pattern, the spokes are pretty much the same length each side by about, they're only out by like 0.4 mil one way or the other. So I think that's within, fair enough tolerances. Right. Oh, thank you for Mr. Green Thumb Flower for your comments. Yeah, feel free to say hello in chat. I've got my little iPad up so I can see who's responding. I'm filming with my phone, so I have to get my iPad out so I can also watch the streams, so I can see if anyone comments on that. Right, so okay, so it says, in the case of a BFBR front dyno hubs, large hub flange must be called A, small hub flange must be called B. On AB, AG, and FG hubs, this is an AG hub, so this is a 3-speed dynamo rear hub. So this is saying that in terms of flange A and flange B, when you're lacing the walls, then the small side, the drive side, is flange A. Well, that's good to know, because you start with flange A. Right. So I'll put that there. Get that box out of the way. Right, so next page. So we need to find out what type of rim we've got, in terms of whether it's a Y rim or a Z rim, and you do that based on the holes in relation to the valve holes. So I'll just put that there. Move the spokes out of the way. Right. So if we look, hopefully you can see. Right. So I've put some green tape where the valve hole is, and according to the diagram, so first hole is off to the right, so this is a Z rim. Okay, so you have to know, or can you not see? There we go. Right, so here we're looking at, so this is the valve hole here, so we're looking at whether the next hole is to the left or the right of it. So if it's to the left, according to this diagram, it is a Y rim, and if it's to the right, it is a Z rim, and this tells us it is a Z rim. So we have to look at the instructions for Z rims. Hopefully it doesn't get too complicated. Right, I'm sure it'll make sense once we're all going. Right. Okay, so now we know what type of wheel it is. So this applies to all wheels, cross 3 and 4, except front Dynohubs, BF and BR hubs. Well, this is an AG, and we're doing it as a 4-cross wheel. So, right. Insert through flange A, which is a little one, from the outside, 8 spokes for 32 8 spokes for 32, or 10 spokes for 40 spoke wheel. Right, well, we'll get some spokes. Right, so got where is my spokes. Right. What we need to do is we need to oil the ends of these spokes lightly. Just so it's easier for the spoke nipples to go on. So I've got some wet lubricant. So it's just tiny bit, just putting in this jar. And then I'm just going to get the spokes just round them in the oil a little bit. Right. Okay. Now, Right. So, where is this? Right. So the convention for building hubs is that the writing on top of the hub should be facing the valve hole in the rim, which I've marked with some tape, just to make it easier. So I want to make sure that one of the spokes I put in is basically at 90 degrees as you come from the rim to the hub, so that the spoke runs basically that way, and that this writing stays at the top. So now that I've oiled the spokes, I need to insert 10 spokes. So, and then you alternate through each hole. So, so I'll start with that one. There we go. Unfortunately, in my workshop, I have to share it with the central heating boiler. So if you can hear what sounds like a jet engine at my end, that'll be that. Probably be easier if I hold it up like that. Right, so need to get more spokes out now. So it's a 40 spoke wheel, so plenty of spokes to go around. Oh dear, I just dropped a spoke. Right. So please do feel free to introduce yourselves in the chat. Be good to know like where you're watching from. I know there's quite a few people who watch the channel in India, in the UK, and in America, in the States. Seems to be quite a few people who watch from Bolivia, strangely. So if there's any Bolivians watching the stream, hello and welcome. Alright, so we've got the spokes in. I'll try to arrange them a bit more nicely. There we go. So what we're doing here is putting in the trailing spokes on the drive side. So these are the spokes that will take like the tension when you pedal forwards. Not that you can really pedal backwards. So this is a Z rim, isn't it? So I need to find instructions for the Z rim. Alright, so instructions for all wheels except front Dynohubs. Well, it's not that. Right. Insert one spoke A from the inside flange A and cross the spoke clockwise over spokes number... What? Just looking at this diagram. Oh, I see. Okay, so right. Ah, right. Okay, yeah. So the page thing went a bit wrong. Right. So we need to do this. So insert any one of the 8 spokes already fitted to the hood flange through rim C for a Y hole or D for a Z rim. Right. So we want to do, so this is a Z rim. So we have to put a spoke through this. So we'll put it through not the spoke hole closest to valve hole, but the next one along. So there's a gap between of one spoke hole between the valve hole and the one we need to put in. Right, okay. Oh, I should have done this better page. Right. So we're on this one. So this is the instructions we're looking at. So need to put one of these through that hole. Right. And then you put it every 4 holes. Right. So next step is to get a washer. And get a spoke nipple. Right. Now, just to make this easier, I am going to rotate this round so it's closer to me, and then I'm going to rotate the hub round. And then spread these round like so. Okay, so need to have that through that hole there. Put the washer on, and then need to thread the nipple on, just so it's about halfway up the thread on the spoke. Right. So now we need to count 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And just repeat for each spoke. As we go around. So here, got these little washers, and that's the nipple, spoke nipple. So the washer goes on in the groove, and then you got the, oh, can't see that, like so. So the washer holds it into the groove of the rim. You don't need this for most rims, but you do for Westwood rims for rod brakes. Try this. So 1, 2, 3, 4. No doubt it'll be a lot easier the more spokes go in. I've just got a little screwdriver out just to screw the nipple on. Right. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Through the hole. I'll get it in. I know. What I'll do is I'll put the nipple through the washer, like so, and then stick that through the hole onto the spoke, and then use a screwdriver. Yeah, easy. Right. Just get all these so they go in the right direction. Can you tell it's my first attempt? So hello to Mr. Green Flower from Connecticut. 1979 Raleigh. Ooh, 1x5. Well, is that currently a 3-speed, I take it? Yeah. I mean, I've got a the first 3-speed I did was a 1981 Hercules commuter, which is, they were built by Raleigh, because Raleigh, because Raleigh bought Hercules, so yeah, that'd be cool. 1x5. 4. Oh, 2x5. All right. First casualty of the day. Where's it gone? Oh, that's fine. I've got plenty 1, 2, 3, 4 through that hole. So I need more of these. I don't know if you can hear it, but we've got a storm raging outside. I think it's called Storm Corrie or Storm Carrie. So it's, if you can hear what's pattering on the roof, that'll be that. I managed to accidentally put on 2 washers on this. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So what I'm going to do is rotate the wheel around so I can get to the holes on the other side. Makes sense, doesn't it? So 1, 2, 3, 4. Hang on. Ah, done that wrong. So yeah, if you came to see a professional wheel builder, let me know if you find them, because this is my first attempt, if you can't tell. But we'll have to start somewhere. I've been putting this off for ages because it's basically being a bit. It is quite intimidating doing a wheel for the first time. It was for me. But yeah, we'll have to start somewhere. I'll never be able to ride a bike otherwise. So yeah. So let's count. So 1, 2, 3. So there should be 3 holes between each spoke. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. One, two, three. Getting there. Thinking about doing a 40 spoke wheel, and so it's quite a lot of spokes for your first timer. Right. 1, 2, 3. I'm an idiot. I've just put the wrong spoke. Oh dear. That's what I get for talking at the same time. One, two, three. Right. 1, 2, 3. This should be the last one on this thingy. Right. Oh, success, I think. So that doesn't look too far off the diagram. Right. So step 5. Step 5. All wheels except front Dynohubs. Okay. Right. Insert one spoke A from the inside of flange A. So this is flange A. And cross the spoke clockwise over spokes number 1 and 2 for cross 2, 3 and 4 for cross 5, or 1, 2, 3 and 4 for cross 4. So what we're saying is, if we insert the spoke from the inside here, it needs to cross 1, 2, 3, 4, and go into this hole here. Well, that seems straightforward. Famous last words. Right. So, inserting a spoke from the inside. Oh, I'll have to lift it up. And it's going across 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 spokes. And go into this hole here. Or let's do if what's going on? Ah, there we go. Right. It's a little bit awkward, but so we're crossing 1, 2, 3, 4. mini screwdriver. In theory, because the spokes on each side are pretty much the same length, if all the spokes are of even tension, the wheel should be dished correctly or quite close. So let's go. So that's one, two, three, four. Right. So next one. Insert spoke through B in rim. Right. So then we go to the next set of instructions. So we put that in. Turn wheel over, insert remaining 8 spokes from inside flange A, then turn wheel back. Right. No, wait. Front down hubs. I don't want front down hubs, so go to 7. 7. All wheels, spokes, crossing 3 and 4, except front down hubs. Right. Now this is a Z rim. Turn the now partly assembled wheel over, keeping the as yet unused flap B uppermost, then insert the first spoke C from the outside. Right, so, yes, so we only do so we only do one of the spokes on this side. Right. Okay, so turn wheel over. I'm going to take that out. Not to damage the indicator chain. There we go. Right. Insert first spoke C from outside of hub flange B clockwise to the head of spoke A on hub flange A. Then insert spoke C in the rim to the right clockwise. Oh, right, okay. So what this is saying is that we've got, there we go. Right. So clockwise to the spoke. So we're looking through. Right. So let's illustrate with spoke. So we're basically looking through this hub, through each hole, and we want to go to one hole to the right of the spoke on here, on the first flange that we've done. So, so this hole is just clockwise of this hole down here. So here, and drop this through. then this goes into this hole here. By Jove, that looks yes, that looks about right. Okay, so now I need to get more spoke nipples and more spokes. Back. Do you count from the stem hole again? That's a good point. Do I count from the stem hole again? The diagram is not very good. That so in terms of where you're putting the first one in, but it's basically saying alright, yeah, so this is the diagram. Right. So turn the reel over, right? So keeping as used hub flange B, this B, uppermost, insert spoke C. I don't know why I use C. C. So it doesn't say which hole is the valve hole. But yeah, it basically says if your first spoke was here, so this is the first spoke on one side, and then you want to put the spoke on this side, just kind of slightly clockwise, because these holes are offset slightly. And then that spoke goes one spoke ahead, as it goes round up and you build up around it. Okay, so yeah, so for anyone who's joined us, I'm following the original Raleigh wheel building instructions. I'll put a link to this in the description after the stream. Hopefully they'll be useful, but yeah, I'm trying to do this to try and be as authentic as possible in terms of how it's put together. Right, okay, so I've got the idea now, so I just need to get more nipples out. Right, so I'll put this on. Right, now I just need to do the same again. What am I? It's hard to see the angle here. It should be in that one there. Yeah. this is my first time building a wheel. So mistakes will almost be slightly inevitable, but everything is about learning. And yeah, I mean, what's the worst that could happen? Yeah, that's right. So this is slightly clockwise in this from that hole, right? And then this is clockwise of that end. Right, cool. Oh, panic over. So now I just have to work my way around. Come on. Oh, it's a bit awkward these. Right. So I've done that. So we're going to 11 now, which is now insert from the outside 7 remaining spokes, or 9 spokes, in alternate holes, starting from B. Missing 3 holes between each spoke, taking into account the spoke holes in rim already fitted with spokes. Right. Yes, so we just carry on what we're doing. So 1, 2, 3. Right. Need more spokes. So these packs of spokes come in packs of 7, which is a bit awkward for when you want to get the right number for a 40 rim. Oh well. So now I've just got some more spokes out, so we need to do what we did earlier and just oil the ends. Just so it's easier to put the nipples on. I've just got a bit of oil in this dish. Excess, right. Okay. I think I'll go ahead and put in all the remaining spokes. On this side. Oh. Come on. There we go. Trying not to bend all the spokes. Right. So I've got more in. So that should be in order. I've done it again. I'll get there eventually. It's been a long day. Oh dear. fiddly this. Okay, so that goes to that one. That goes to that one. Right. One spoke at a time, Richard, one spoke at a time. Don't rush. Yes, that's right. Ah, do it this way on the edge of the thing, then you can drop it through the gap. Oh, why didn't I think of that? Do it on the edge of the thing. See, these are things you just really pick up, aren't they? So, one last spoke to insert. Come on. So we're going 1, 2, 3. And it's just putting it one thing along. So I'm just trying to, there we go. Right. Okay, so we have trailing spokes fitted on the non-drive side. So they should be in pairs, so like that pair, that's the leading spoke, that pair, that pair. Should be basically two, excuse me, 2 spoke holes between each thing. 2, 2, well, not 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Brilliant. Maybe put them all on. Right, so we have completed. Wait, hang on. Where were we? So we were on we were on 7B because it's a Z rim and it's cross 4 and it's not a front Dynohub or anything. Right. Do something else. Right. So then we need to go to 11. All wheels except cross 3 spoke 4. So insert from the outside the 9 spokes for a 40 spoke wheel. Into line B and alternate holes starting at spoke B. Insert these spokes in the rim, missing 3 holes between each one, take into account the spokes. Fit rim washers where necessary, loose the screw nipple on each spoke. Right. And then step 12, insert the remaining spokes into flange A from the inside. Now turn the wheel over to its former position and starting from spoke A, figure 14, insert these spokes into holes in rim, missing 3 holes, counting holes already filled with spokes between each spoke. Fit rim washers, then now we do it on B. So, right. Oh, it should be all straightforward now. Famous last words. Right. So we go and get more spokes. Spokes over there. So we are, where is it? Where did we insert? Okay, yeah. So we find the spoke that we inserted earlier. The leading spoke, and then we go along. So, oh dear. Do this from this side. And I think I'll just do it one spoke at a time. These spokes are not interlaced, I think, because the shape of the hub. Right, so that's that. Right. So that's the previous one. So we go 1, 2, 3. There we go. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Right. Now we go. Nipple. And washer. I read that this can be quite soothing. Certainly not when you're doing it for the first time. Oh dear. Right. 1, 2, 3. That's not right, is it? What am I doing wrong? Oh, right. So that should be crossing 1, 2, 3. This is supposed to be a cross 4 pattern. Oh, probably see better on the other side. Oh no, that is cross 4. What am I doing? So yes, 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. So now, we insert hanging off the edge of the bench so that it can go through the holes. There we go. Back onto the bench. Right. So again, count 1, 2, 3 holes. That needs to make sure I've put the we'll get there eventually. I'm getting there. It's coming together. I love it when a wheel comes together, as they say. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cross 4. So again, finish through. So we're going 1, 2, 3. Right, so need more spoke nipples. So, thank you for everyone who's tuned in so far. Should be getting there pretty soon. spokes out, oiling spokes so they're nice and easy to get on. Got my tray. Right. Okay, so put that in. Right, so spoke nipple, get me washer, put the washer on. So we're going 1, 2, 3. Come on. It's coming along, gets easier. Right. So 1, 2, 3. So we've reached. Oh, dear. Come on. That one, 1, 2, 3. That one, 1, 2, 3. That one. There we go. I think some of these spokes are, and the washers are caught. I'm just doubling them so that go through the holes. Why is that not working? What am I doing wrong? Where can I get a ball race, not the balls, for 9v7 all steel rally front wheel? Do they push out or do I need to replace the hub? Good question. I would have thought the race is all integrated into the into the front hub. I assume it's all corroded and stuff, and that'd be why you need to replace it. I mean, if anyone else knows, I mean, I think it might just be a case of replacing the hub. Is this the inner race on the hub, or not the one that screws onto the axle? Does it? Good question. I suspect it may just be a case of replacing the hub, I'm afraid. Unless you can, I mean, what I did on one of my on the Hercules commuter that I restored. The front hub was completely kind of knackered, so I used a wire brush and a drill to basically get rid of all the kind of corrosion inside and smooth it out as much. I mean, I don't use the bike often, but it did kind of eliminate a lot of the bumps. So maybe try that. Right, I'm going to try rotate this round because it's really quite awkward. So we're going through this hole. One, two, three. There's a bit of struggle with this. One, two, three. So I'm just using a tiny screwdriver to like screw in the nipple. Oh, come on. Ah, there we go. Just needs to bite a bit. So that's previous one there. One, two, three. Come on, I get this into the rim. Oh wow, we've had our first spam message. Hide that. There we go. Suppose it's a rite of passage for every live stream. Oh, come on. Pretty sure all these spokes are the right length. They're all not same packets. I think what I need to do is go around and check that there's not any jammed. Come on. Let's go around and check. Right, these are all seated. Right. You can see it's coming together. try it like this. Just tighten these up a bit. Just to try and pull the wheel into alignment, just so just like half the threads on the spokes are covered, so they should all have quite even tension, and that will hopefully bring everything into alignment. Ah, found the thing. Again, that one is just popped out the hole because it was too loose. So this is sorting them out now. Oh, sorry, you can't see, can you? No. My bad. Oh dear. Right, so let's count them off. So we've got this one. This is here. So 1, 2, 3. Spoke hole. Come on. Aha! Oh dear. Go. Oh. So after sorting out those jammed spokes, it's all coming together now. 1, 2, 3. You want to hear something funny? So this wheel I'm building up for a Raleigh Dawn Tourist, right? The Raleigh Dawn Tourist in question is 23 inches in size, the seat tube. I'm only 5'3", and I ride usually a 19 or a 20 inch bike. So the irony is I'm going to all this trouble to restore a bike that I can't actually ride. But it's for the fun, isn't it? It's for the fun of tinkering with stuff and messing around. And just, yeah, 1, 2, 3. So my day job, I'm sat at a computer all day. And really, I like doing stuff with my, with my hands. I like tinkering. I like building things. When you've been sat at your desk for, oh God, forever, how long? All week. It's nice to get out and do something a bit more manual. At least that's how it is for me anyway. I don't know if that applies to anyone else who's watching, but yeah. So this is what I enjoy doing, even if I say so myself that, well, even if I can't ride the bike, there'll be someone out there who can, and they'll get some enjoyment out of it. Well, that's the idea anyway. I don't do this for profit, don't do it for, commercial reasons or whatever. This is just a hobby. An expensive hobby, I guess. Starts out cheap. Buy a bike for £10 off Facebook, whatever. £60 worth of repairs later. It's probably worth £20. But it is just for fun. And the hours you spend working on stuff, how much would it cost you to get that many hours of enjoyment elsewhere? Some people like going to the cinema and spending, £15 on cinema tickets. Others spend £15 on new chains for bikes. So, horses for courses, as they say. So this one, 1, 2, 3 holes. Oh, you can't see. Oh, I need to move. Alright. I'm going to watch this stream back and go, oh, what the hell was he doing? Richard, why did he do that? Or it'd be cool if I had multiple cameras and you could switch between them, but not sure how you do that. Alright, this is the last one on this side, and then we have to switch over to The other side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Careful. One, two, three. So my dad is a mechanic from Nottingham, and he did Nottingham, where Raleigh were based, and he spent like a 7-year apprenticeship doing stuff at like various factories in Nottingham, usually on like cars and car factories, but I can't remember if he was at Raleigh, probably not. But we've definitely got a tinkering gene in the family. I mean, I didn't go into mechanic business. I went into IT, but I do like tinkering on stuff. And here we have, it's not finished yet, but we've finished one side. And we've got the other side half done. So we've got all the trailing spokes put in. So these are the ones that go as the wheel goes clockwise. Oh god, you can't see, can you? Let me do that. Can you see? So as the wheel goes clockwise, these trailing spokes they point backwards, they point anti-clockwise, so that when you pedal, they take the tension, and then you have what's the leading spokes that we've threaded through from the inside, and they go forward, and they keep everything. Well, they hold it up, don't they? They hold it up by pulling down, as they say. Pulling the hub into the right position. So now I need to do the other side. So, which should be same kind of thing. So push this through. Come on. Oh dear. There we go. Right. So this is going back the other way. So this is a what they call a 4-cross pattern. So each spoke, so this is a leading spoke, because this is an on-drive side that we're looking at, so it will turn as you're looking at anti-clockwise as you're going forward. So this will radiate this way, so it's leading as the wheel turns. That's why it's called a leading spoke. And this is a 4-cross pattern, which means that the leading spoke crosses 1, 2, 3, 4 trailing spokes before it gets to the wheel. I don't know much about the technical aspects of why a 2-cross or a 3-cross you know, matters, but I know that generally that more spokes you have, the stronger the wheel and the lighter the rim you can have, because the fewer spokes you have, the rim has to be stronger in order to take basically the load, because you don't have as many spokes to support it. So when you have these fancy you know, wheels that only got like, you know, 16 spokes or whatever, they aren't actually as strong as ones with, like this, with many spokes. So here we go. So let's go there. So this has crossed 4 spokes. So 1, 2, 3, 4 goes into the rim. We've got a nice gap in the rim. I'll point this back down so you can see. And there we go. Oh, get in. Yep. There we go. Takes a little bit of effort for it to bite into the... There we go. Right. So turn this over so we can use gravity to feed in the spokes. Right. And there should only be one hole left in the rim. Well, yeah, the last 10 holes. So this should be easy peasy. So, as I was saying at the beginning of the stream, I do have the front wheel of this bike to do. I might be doing it, well, I think there's no reason why I can't do it, another live stream of me doing that wheel next Sunday. So, if you've enjoyed this, you know, very rambly, semi-competent wheel building exercise, please do, you know, like and subscribe and that, so that you can tune in next week. I do hope it was of some inspiration and help to you all. You know, if I could do this, then practically anyone can, I think. So, yeah, let's just focus on that. So we're getting there, we are getting very close to being finished. And of course I'll need some more nipples and things. I'll just adjust the camera a little bit. I will put all the instructions and stuff that I've followed, I tried to follow. I'll put a link in the description of the stream, so you can see what I've been following. Getting so there's that. Got me washers. On that. Right, so last push. So there we go. This wheel still has to be trued, of course, before it's rideable. That will be done. Oh, I could do that in a future stream. I've just bought a truing stand, a Minora FT1 Pro truing stand. So that arrived yesterday. So I've just put some oil on these threads just to make it easier. There we go. Right. So get this back on the edge in position. Apparently some people build wheels by having it in their lap so they can, like, you know, cup it or something, and hold the hub in position with the legs, and but I don't think I'd be allowed to do this in the living room on the couch, so on the edge of the workbench it'll have to be instead. Getting there. Drop the wheel through, spoke through, and then I'm counting 3. 1, 2, 3. Yes, there's a hole there. Bit annoying, probably. Oh, we've only got 2 more to go. Right, last one. Oh, there's 1, 2, 3. Come on. And there we have it. Can you see? There we go. Ooh. So, what I'm going to do now, because what happens is, because these have got washers on, the spoke nipple gets caught on the washer and it doesn't pop through the hole. That's been making things difficult. Alright, so right. So I'm going to go just round the rim and tighten up the spoke nipples just so that all of the threads on each spoke are covered, and that way all of the spokes, because these spokes are basically the same length, they'll be of equal tension, and the wheel should be basically ready to true. So yeah, so I'm just going to do that now, and then we'll be done. I don't know how, I've not been keeping track of time. I said this would take an hour. Who knows? Okay, that. So yeah, so just making sure that all the nipples are through the holes in the right position. Right, so. As I'm going round, the wheel is pulling itself into shape, which is nice. And getting there. There's that. Well, it's still needs work. But what do you think? So these aren't fully tightened. But all the threads are covered. So just check. Yeah. So I'll just go around each of these again and give 2 turns. Just to tighten them up a little bit more. So equal tension. And say 2 turns, I mean one whole turn. Just try and take up the slack. Oop. Oh. Oh, the wind's really getting up. That's tight enough. So I'm just trying to take the slack out of spokes by giving the slack ones just one complete turn. Of course, as you tighten one spoke, it'll tighten the opposing ones. Oh, God. Goodness. My feet are getting a bit sore now. There's the tighten up, just giving them a half turn for the ones that are loose still. So there we have it. We have a completed wheel. Yeah. What do you think of that? So, yeah. So we will in next probably next live stream we'll be truing this up, making sure it's all round and things, and making a start on the front wheel. So I'll just don't fall. So that's the front wheel. Sorry, that's the rear wheel we've just done. Just to show you where we've come from, this was the original rim with a massive buckle in it and a nasty amount of rust. So yeah, basically the bike had been like run over by something on a farm. It was found in a barn actually on a farm in Stoke-on-Trent in the Midlands in the UK. So, yeah, so that's the original rim. We've got a replacement rim. The hub had been refurbished, the hub, and now we've got it in, and it looks, well, I think it looks really nice, and yeah, everything seems to be in the right places. So that is that, and this is the front hub. This has got this is a 36 spoke hub, I believe. Yes. So this still needs dismantling. Then the hub itself, cleaning, restoring everything, and then we've got a nice new rim for it to go on. Sorry, not 30, it's 32 spokes. So it was a 40 front, 32 rear. So yeah, so it's nice, a nice new rim. So, and we'll do that in a future instalment. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this, either watching it live or you know, watching it on playback. So really all there is for me to say, you know, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please press like, please subscribe if you haven't already done so, and thank you everyone who has subscribed, commented, given me feedback on videos and stuff. Thank you so much for your support. You know, I don't do this professionally, it's just a hobby. Yeah, you know, any feedback, suggestions are always welcome. So until next time, bye for now. Turn it around. Right. How do I stop the stream? Alright. Bye everyone.